image on your video. This image is of garden. Garden consists of lot of flowers and trees inside it, and today's topic is flowers. Flower. The world's smallest flowering plant is Wolffia globulosa, and the world's largest flowering plant is Rafflesia arenoddi and its various species. This beautiful flower in my hand, and now I am going to tell you different parts of flower, okay, with the live demonstration. This, my friend, this part is known as petiole, okay. This part is known as petiole, and this swollen part, my friends, this swollen part is known as thalamus, okay. This part petiole, this part thalamus, and you might be seeing this, friends, this green leaves, small green leaves. These are known as calyx. What are these known as? Calyx, okay. This beautiful colored part, which you can smell also, beautiful fragrance come from this part. This part is known as petals. These parts are known as petals, okay. See how beautifully designed by the nature, okay. Now this part contains the ovary, the female reproductive part, which forms the another flower and the fruit, okay. And this outer part, this is known as male reproductive part, okay. In hibiscus it is very well defined, okay. I'll break this further. This, my friends, is anthers, male reproductive part, male gametes, okay, which will go inside the ovary and form new fruit, okay. These are male gametes. See this, beautifully defined. And this, which is carrying the male gametes, is filaments. It is long cylinder in shape. These are known as filaments, okay. This full structure is known as male gamete, okay. It consists of male sex cells. Fine. Now we will understand it with the help of diagram. This is the basic structure of flower, okay. Now I will label it. This, first I am labeling the female part. This is stigma, okay. This is style. You draw it along with me. This, my friend, is ovary. These three parts is female structure in flower, okay. This is female structure, or we can call it together carpel or pistil. These both means the same. So stigma, style, ovary. This is the female part in flower. This is the female structure, okay. This together is known as carpel or pistil. Fine. Now I will label it male part. This is anther, and this is filament, okay. Anther is 2 in number. 1. The pollen grains are present inside it. What are present? Pollen grains. What are these? These are male sex cells in flowers, and in ovary there is female sex cells or central cell is present. Now, pollen grains are present here. Anther and filament is part of males. Okay, and together it is known as stamen. Okay, together it is known as stamen. You can remember from male. Okay, so stamen is male part and carpel is female part. Okay, this is the basic structure of flower, and these long colored petals, these long you are seeing here, which is full of aroma, these are known as petals. This beautiful structure, this is known as petals, and this structure, leafy structure, is known as calyx. Okay, this is hard to remember, but when you practice this again and again, then you will come to know. And this, my friend, this is thalamus. And this long part is petiole. Peduncle. Especially in inflorescence, it is known as peduncle. Inflorescence means flowers. And this takes place only in angiosperms. Flowering plant is known as angiosperms. Okay. So this is the basic flower structure. Next comes the pollination. Pollination, you got the word pollination is from pollens. Mate with the ovary and central cells. Okay. This pollination is mating of pollen grains with the central cell and forming of zygote. Okay, this process is known as fertilization. Fertilization is basically mating of the male with the female process, and forming the zygote is fertilization. Now let's come to pollinization. What is pollinization? Pollinization is where the males come and attach to the stigma and then moves to the ovary. How it sticks? There are agents: wind, air, insect, birds. When there is a lot of wind blowing, these pollens are loosely bound to the flower. They detach from the flower and move to the another flower, by the process of wind, and attaches to the another flower stigma, and again moves down to the ovary, mate with the central cells and other cells, and form the zygote. Hence the fertilization take place. Pollinization is simply the pollen grains attaching to the stigma. This is all about the basic structure of flower. Now we will study the seed germination. For the seed germination, let's see the formation of seed, how the seed is formed. First we have studied the ovule was formed after fertilization, the egg cells were formed. In second step, this structure enlarges and forms the embryo. Multiplication of cells take place. The embryo is formed. This is the embryo. And in third step, the fruit is formed. In this picture you can see first the flowering occurs, then the ovary of the flower expands. Fertilization took place and it expanded and formed the fruit. So this is saying I am the fruit. Next let's see the seed germination. Seed germination. Now we'll study about seed germination. See, first the seed was small, then it enlarges and then shows some changes in its structure. Then the cotyledon is made. Cotyledon gives the energy to the seed to grow. And then the radicals are formed. Radicals help in formation of root. Radicals help in formation of root. And pemmule, this pemmule helps in formation of shoot. Then the structure enlarges and then forms the flower, leaves, and its whole structure of the flower is formed. And further After the fertilization, the fruit is formed. This is all about flower. If you like the video, hit the like button and subscribe my channel Scienceolic. Thank you.